Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Jeanette Byro here. I'm a medium and a channeler. Welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards, see what's in store with a message from Spirit. How are you all doing? How was your weekend? Did you feel that power come back to you, or that with all the whirl and the chaos, kind of this like moment of shift, and we could call that clarity. We could call it understanding. But it was like a feeling. I don't know if there's a right word for it, but did you feel the feeling this weekend? I'm curious if you did. I definitely did. I felt it just kind of like come in as soon as we hit February. So there's this really neat energy this month. There's still lots shifting. There's still lots unfolding, unraveling, all that kind of stuff. But there's, I'm just going to ask Spirit, because I'm trying to explain something that I can usually put words to things, but I can't put words to it. So let me just tune in here one sec. Hold on. Okay, they're saying capacity. They're like, the word you're looking for is capacity. It's a moment where things shift and you have capacity. Either the capacity within your own energy to do a thing, the capacity to think critically, to think open-mindedly, like what's been whirling in chaos has suddenly opened up to give us a space for capacity. That's so cool, and that makes so much sense. Okay, well, let's see what the messages are. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot this week. Spirit was very specific to use this deck this week, so they choose the specific decks for the imagery, the messages, and such. So really look into the imagery that comes through the cards this week, because there'll be insights there for all of you. So, okay, we have one jumper. Let's see what else we have. Okay. I knew it. I knew we were going to see that card. Okay, starting with the jumper. First thing we have is King of Cups. This is a wonderful card for capacity. Because the King of Cups, like the King and Queen, they sit on the throne. And that throne really represents having accomplished or achieved. It's not necessarily a status, but it's more like you've achieved a certain amount of wealth and wisdom that you now sit upon that throne, okay? So in this one, this is really neat. The King of Cups in this card really is all about like the water, and it's the connection to the water and the flow of all things. So part of the capacity, again, this is the umbrella energy for the reading. Part of this capacity is the ability to flow with the tides, flow with the movement, a greater capacity to move through this energy like you would move through water. Okay, so we really want to keep that in mind. There's a certain level of authority, wisdom, and knowledge we carry that allows us to move through this energy this month with more flow. And staying centered in our heart space, right? Like that's a big thing. Cups are all about the heart space and the emotions. So we're going to be more emotionally aware with a higher capacity, okay? That's the umbrella term. Now the cards, what's really neat, the first card out is the Lover's card. And I was seeing this in my head when I picked up the deck, when I was shuffling, was the Lover's card. So for some of you, this Lover's card back in olden day tarot used to actually be the choice card. So it represents choices. So with this new capacity coming in, you may be, I want to say confronted, but I mean that in a really positive way. You may be confronted with different opportunities for choices where you really get to set the direction of where you're going in a more tangible way. To me, these feel like really tangible choices, not just in the like etheric realms or the realms of the mind, but actually manifesting here on our planet. For others, this is a card of divine union. This is a card of things coming together. And I really want to say people coming together, different relationships coming together. These divine unions can be romantic, but they can also be very purposeful in terms of business, career, family. It's a uniting of, they're saying, two sides that create a balance. And so it doesn't have to be male, female, at all. It's more just two sides of polarity. So a light and a dark, divine masculine energy and a divine feminine energy, which we both have within us anyways, or we have both within us. But this is like a pairing that creates completion, right? So this divine union let's say if it's a business thing, it means you have a certain amount of skills of something. And then you meet somebody who can be a business partner to have a certain amount of skills of something. And I can use myself, for example. I have an amazing business partner, and she brings an amazing set of skills that are not my strengths at all. And she just does such an amazing job with that allows me to be really honing into my set of skills. And so it's this beautiful divine union. So again, it can be many different ways. I do want to say though, there is also an energy of specifically partnerships and romantic partnerships that I keep getting with this. Spirit is like, don't discount the concept of partnerships. So for those of you that have been waiting for a divine partner, waiting for a divine union, that, Spirit has been leading you on this path, this energy is in motion now again. It was stalled out for a little bit. It's in motion again. And so these unions are coming in to be more and more. And the reason why I want to say that is these next two cards, we have two knights. Okay, so knights in tarot represent the actual movement of the energy, not just the thought and the new idea, but the movement from the energetics into manifestation. And we have the two busiest, feistiest knights here. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords, which is all about speed. This is the fastest knight coming in. Okay, so he's coming in with speed. So this means that this divine union is coming in quickly. Now, what does quickly mean? I mean, it can be a couple weeks, it could be a couple months, a couple days. But the message is that there's a huge momentum behind it, okay? Then when we add the Knight of Wands, we have passion, purpose, power, this rhythmic drumbeat pulling you closer. It's kind of like whatever the connection is between you and your divine partner, you both are moving and breathing to the same rhythm, and that rhythm is drawing them closer. And I also really like the stallion here because, again, that's about like swift passion, movement, momentum. So you have huge momentum cards, huge, okay? As fast as they can be, bringing in these divine unions, divine partnerships, and specifically relationships, like romantic relationships. So if you stay in your energy of the King of Cups, then you're staying in that energy of having a massive capacity to bring this into your world. I gotta tell you, this is a super strong start for February. I'm loving this. So I'll leave this with all of you. I hope this resonates. I hope it lifts you up and inspires you in this new energy. I hope you're feeling the abundance of February within self, right? The abundance within self. And yeah, I'll leave that with all of you. So check out the podcast. Definitely do that. And I will see you all tomorrow. So have a beautiful start to your week.